Lot 30, 6-room, 3-storey, mid-terraced house. I don't know, start at 280 on this, go upwards from 280, 280 with you, 280, £280,000, 285 with you, 290, 295, 300, 305, sir.
The bidding got off to a flying start. We rejoin at £360,000.
360, 365, 370, 375, 380. Have a think. 375 with you, 380 elsewhere. Phones, 377. Have a crack, been there. 375, first time, second time, third and last time. Have you all done? Sold 375. Well done.
Blue jeans, white shirt.
The successful bid of 375 grand came from Kazim on the left and Tex on the right. They are professional property developers who have joined forces, and I caught up with them to find out their plans for this, their 5th property together. Kazim, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations, same to you, Tex.
Lovely to meet you too.
Good on you, chaps. Well done.
Thank you.
Why this particular property, then?
It was just in the right area and for the right price, so we were looking for something as a longer-term investment. We've done a lot of short-term, buys to sell on, whereas at the moment now we're looking for something that's sort of going to benefit from longer-term capital gains.
OK.
And then it sort of ticked that box along with also somewhere that could offer a good yield.
OK. Did you view the property?
No. We tried, but, there was unforeseen, things that came up, and
I think it was, we've been looking at the area so much. We've just done a project 10 minutes away. There's only so much that can be wrong with the property. Looked at the particulars for the auction and, went with it. Sometimes you've got to be a bit bullish, and it's paid off.
Let's hope it won't be a case of famous last words. Are they as confident when it comes to plans for their property?
We're basically looking to do a HMO. So it's going to be multiple rooms, 5 rooms, and to be quite high end. So with them all to be en suites. So 5 rooms, all en suites, and it's part of the reason why we looked at this area, because it's got good transport links that are only going to improve with the Crossrail coming. Wow. So in terms of the room rental market, in terms of what we paid for the property versus what the potential rents are, it's a good option for something you're going to keep for the long term.
Yeah. Because that's where we see the market going as well, house sharing, so co-living, because of the prices of rental prices. So we want to be known for high-end HMOs. So we want to deliver a brand to the market and be known for that.
The plan for the newest property in this brand's empire is to restore the top floor to 2 double bedrooms with en-suites, so it's goodbye to that tasteful toilet window. They'll have another 2 double bedrooms with en-suites on the ground floor, with the last double bedroom on the lower ground floor, along with all the communal living space. What is your budget then?
I think we're looking at 40,000.
OK, start to finish.
Yeah.
Now,
would you give a range?
A range? I think 40,000 is a good ballpark figure, and then I think just there's a discussion on any additional, because if we do extra things, then potentially, obviously, it's going to incur additional costs. Period properties as well. It's there's a lot of what's behind door number 1.
Exactly,
when you take off the tiles and, having a basement level as well, what's the, is the damp? Luckily, it looks, there's areas, but it looks quite good for somewhere with a lower ground level, so quite pleased.
So 40 grand-ish?
Ish.
Texas thinking ish. I'm looking at ish.
I'd say 40 to 50.
OK.
Give it that, A
little bit of leeway. OK, so 40 to 50 is your budget. What about the timescale?
So timescale...
Thinking 4 months?
Nah, 2 to 3 months.
Oh, I like it.
Confidence, come on. It's a repeat. We've done something similar before, so we're hoping, we can learn from those lessons and deal with things quite quickly. And, we've got a good team of people that we work with and that have done things previously with us, and, so we're confident.
I like that. No, I like it. You've got to be that way, 2 to 3, 4. It doesn't really matter as long as you're working together. You know what you want to achieve, common goals. So tell me, what are each of your skills?
My background is supply chain and logistics. OK. So I have a very technical mindset. So it's the project management, the scheduling of the contractors, and then looking over the budget and the timescales.
OK.
And then Kazim is very much the more action-orientated.
Oh, okay.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
I'm, a very get out and go, so I'll go out there, he'll have an idea, and then like, can you go and execute? Can you go and speak to these people? Can you negotiate the deal? How can you make it happen? How can you make sure that, we secure that property, just procurement as well?
Get it done.
Yeah.
Getting it done. So, chaps, I wish you all the best. Hope everything works out for you. Kazim, good luck.
Thank you.
Tex, good luck.
Thank you very much.
No problem at all. Pleasure. Well done. So Tex and Kazim have got big plans for this project. They want to turn it into a high-spec HMO. But will it be Kazim's estimate of 2 to 3 months, or will Tex be right with a 4-month timescale? All will be revealed later in the programme. Back now to southeast London and Plumstead. It was here I looked around this mid-terraced property that was guided at £270,000 plus. It was in need of updating, but it did have good room proportions, although some of the features were a little unusual. I thought about this one. I knew I was missing something at home. A window off my toilet over the stairs.
I've got a room. I've got a room with a view.
Spread over 3 levels, including the basement, plus some outdoor space, this property screamed potential. 2 gentlemen who recognised that were business partners Kazim here on the left and Tex. They paid £375,000 at auction and had some very exciting plans for this tired terrace.
Looking at it, we're basically looking to do a HMO. So it's going to be multiple rooms, 5 rooms, and to be quite high end. So with them all to be en suites. So 5 rooms, all en suites.
So we want to be known for high end HMOs. So we want to deliver a brand to the market and be known for that.
A HMO, or house of multiple occupancy, made a lot of sense. With Crossrail improving, already decent links to London city centre, this was a plum spot for professionals. The boys had already worked together for several years, Tex looking after the logistics, Kazim project managing. To get this property how they wanted it, they had a budget of 40 grand and a timescale of, well, that was up for debate.
So timescale...
Thinking 4 months?
Nah, 2 to 3 months.
Oh, I like it.
Confidence, come on.
It's 5 months on, and that high-end HMO they promised, well, I'm confident. Well, what an absolutely brilliant property. On the ground floor are 2 of the 5 bedrooms Kazim and Tex have created, all with those en-suites they promised. Moving to the top floor, each room is beautifully finished and unique. Plus, that split room is a thing of the past.
So this bedroom used to be 2 rooms. There was a partition wall up here. It was a very small box room, so for the purpose of a shared house, it just wouldn't have worked for us. So we removed that and created 2 en-suites for this room and the room next door, which meant we had 2 good-sized rooms. Really pleased with the way it turned out.
The room next door is just as impressive. That room with a view is now a useful bit of storage for tenants, and heading all the way down to the basement, this property continues to impress. Contemporary, fresh, clean lines, just what young professionals are looking for. And where there once was a grotty bathroom is now a brilliant communal dining room. The 5th and last bedroom is a great size, plus it benefits from its own entrance. Stepping out the back, and even the garden's been spruced up. And the building itself, well, it's expertly rendered. This is one very smart HMO, and I like the fact that all the rooms have a bit of individuality. When it comes to property developing, these guys are no mugs.
So the first thing was removing the chimney breast to give additional space in the rooms, because it does, take up quite a bit of space, and just where we're trying to create good sized double bedrooms, it's important to maximise where possible. New staircase.
All the fire regulations.
Yeah, all the HMO,
HMO requirements.
The local authority will only grant a licence when you have complied with the regulations on fire safety and amenities. Kazim and Tex knew all about those jobs and budgeted for them, but there is always the unexpected.
We had to render the front and rear of the property, which wasn't originally sort of costed for. Some changes to the staircases, and I guess one issue was, do you remember we had to replace the cylinder as well in the loft because we didn't realise the loft height was so short. So just little things like that, but nothing, as builds go, nothing too bad.
When we initially visited, they thought the budget would be around £40,000. It's come in at £56,000, which isn't too bad. But what about that timescale? Who was right?
So the timescale, I have to say I was right. Just under 3 months for the entire refurbishment, which for a project of this scale, we're very pleased about, and we've kind of, satisfied with the results.
Yeah, 100%.
This project has now cost £431,000, so have the boys made a sound investment? We asked along 2 local estate agents for their opinions.
My first impressions of this property are it's been basically converted to a fantastic level and a fantastic specification, and definitely targeted at the young professionals.
I really like the layout of the property. Every room's been individually designed. You've got an ensuite to every individual room, plus you've got a kitchen next to the dining area, which works really, really well.
Converting this property in this way for the HMO market is definitely the most efficient use of space and generates the most income.
Let's find out what kind of rental can be expected for this property as a HMO.
In the current climate, I believe this property would achieve between £600 and £625 per calendar month per room.
And both agents agree. So what could that mean for monthly income?
That will give a total yield for the property of between £3,000 and £3,125 per calendar month.
I think those valuations are very good. We came in at 3,200. So collectively, both agents have come in with a figure that is where we targeted to hit.
Tex and Kazim's projected figure of £3,200 would give them an annual yield of nearly 9%, which is pretty good. And although they have no intention of selling, the top resale valuation for the whole shebang was 480 grand. That could be a profit of £49,000 minus taxes and fees. But a long-term HMO is the plan. So what's next?
We've got another 3 projects similar to this that are coming up, so it's going to be a busy period, and we just plan to grow and keep moving forward this organic growth to, keep growing the business and keep doing the same thing.
Happy landlords, happy tenants.